party, wanna climb the time. You can bring your mom and dad and sister and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tearing out. Before you judge me.
Tonight, from Oklahoma City, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Oklahoma City Nighthawks taking on the Denver Broncos.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Oklahoma City Nighthawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They're going to look to throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. A handoff, running left is Penny. And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you can.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Nighthawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
They'll set up a throw. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all. And if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff. And it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. A throw over the middle, taken in. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target, but it's going to be second down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all. Nearly that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 8 on the... You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices, extra periods being put in for the offense on these two-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as
it goes along. You have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on two-point plays as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
33.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 9 now. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket. And not let him get to the perimeter. Because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Oh, a nice spin. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. On play action, they'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And it's caught.
And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got it. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Penny is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. He throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was a chip shot field goal, and when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 70 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Penny on the counter, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a man open down the middle of the field. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it with Penny. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Now here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls.
And for the 3rd time here.